Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Shah and this is Thoroughly Enjoyed Books. Today I'm bringing you another edition of Check You Out. This is a series where I show you all the books I've got out of the library before wrapping them up and telling you what I thought of them when I check them back in. Today I am bringing you a very special edition because, as you know, we're on lockdown, all the libraries are shut. However, I'm still perusing my library's catalogue at my leisure because the internet is a wonderful thing. Many libraries now have online systems where you can borrow ebooks and audiobooks. I'm going a little bit mad with it. I have recently checked out a few books to keep me going. I'm really impressed with my library at the minute because I keep requesting books and they get them in like the next day. So I placed a hold on one of these and it said it would be 3 weeks, but it came in 2 days later. And then 2 days ago, I requested a book that I didn't have, but then it bought for me. It's amazing. So I thought it would be cool to show you what books I currently have out of the library via the wonderful internet. So my library has several different places that you can download books. It's got BorrowBox, it's got Overdrive, it's got Libby. I'm mostly using Overdrive and I've downloaded it on my phone and my iPad so I can read between the two things. But I'm going to show you the books that I have on my iPad, so you can't see that very well. There are 4 books I currently have out of the library according to this. So let me tell you about the first one, which is a book I'm currently reading, and it is Knife Edge by Mallory Blackman. As you know, I've been reading the Noughts and Crosses series. I adored the first book and I am currently reading the second one. I'm actually nearly finished it, and by the time you see this video, likelihood is I will have finished it. This is the second book in the Noughts and Crosses series, and this follows 2 of the characters from the previous book. I can't tell you who because it spoils the end of the last one. This is the book that I placed a hold on and I was told it would take about 3 weeks to get to me, and I got it literally 2 days later, if that. I was so happy that I started reading it immediately, and I'm still currently reading it, but I've got a million and one things going on, so really enjoying that book at the minute. But yeah, got it from the library and hopefully I'll be able to get the whole series from the library. The next book I have is one that I saw and downloaded immediately when I saw that my library had it because it is brand new, and it is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Now, this book I have seen floating around a few booktube channels at the minute, mostly in America. I don't think I've seen any of my UK booktube friends read this book, but this book is about a young woman who is starting to realise that the relationship she had with her teacher when she was at school wasn't the relationship that she thought it was, and actually might have been grooming. It was certainly grooming, but she's coming to terms with that because other people are now stepping forward accusing him of sexual assault. This is quite a poignant book. I went to a school where there was quite a lot of student-teacher relationships. In fact, whilst I was there, 3 teachers were actually convicted of such, and there were several others accused, and it was quite intense. So this is a book that I want to read just to see how it's portrayed. I've heard it's really intense and really dark, and I know the author had to come out and talk about her own experience with this because she was getting a lot of slack for writing about it in the first place. That's a completely different discussion for another time, but it's one of the reasons that I wanted to read this book. Then I have Blue is the Warmest Color. This is by Julia Moreau. This is a LGBT graphic novel that I'm really excited to get to. It is really dark, it's really emotional. I've been warned not to read it when I'm not in a good place. This is going to be for the Reading Rush Stay at Home Readathon, and this is for a book set in Paris, so I'm looking forward to reading this. I need something emotional, I think. I'm really stressed, so I think I need something to force my tears out. This is something I've had on my TBR for a really long time. I feel like I've seen the film. A part of my brain tells me I've seen the film a long time ago, but I can hardly recollect it, so I'm interested to see how this is. And then the last book is a book that actually I should have my own copy of this, but Amazon never delivered it, or they claimed to deliver it and it just never got to me, and that is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. I have wanted to read this again for a really long time. It's really popular on BookTube. This is another LGBT graphic novel. I seem to be on a bit of a roll with these LGBT graphic novels at the minute, and this is about 2 young boys who are coming to terms with being gay and their relationships. I've been told that this has got a lot of trigger warnings in it, particularly for homophobia and eating disorders, although I think that might be later on in the series, not necessarily this book. I've suffered with eating disorders, so I'm interested to see how this is tackled. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Alice Oseman's work. I have another book by her, Radio Silence, which was a gift off from my friend Nicole. I just have so much that I want to read and that I want to get to. So Those are all the books that I have out of the library at the minute. I have 3 weeks to read all of these, so there should be a check you back in really soon. I'm aware I haven't done a check you back in for the last check you out that I did. That's because I still have one of those books left to read, and since they are not due back at the library anytime soon, with the libraries being shut, I've just not made them a priority. So I'm not quite sure how I'll do my check you back ins. I don't know whether this will be, you know, a check you in 0.5 and then I'll have to do the whole wrap up towards the end. I'm not sure how I'm going to work. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so happy I can continue to use the library. I highly recommend that you check out your local libraries, see if they have any options like this, because this is such a good way of keeping up with all them new books when I don't want to be putting other people at risk by ordering them. As usual, I'll leave all my links down below, and I can't wait to see you in another video very soon. Bye!